And today we have a exciting little mini episode here, because Shiny Forging just got released for Gods Unchained, so I wanted to make a quick video about it. So when you get to the main page, you head over to the Forge, and core cards. For right now it's only core. It will be expanded out, I understand, to more sets in the future after some testing, but for right now it is only core cards. So you can see I've bought up a bunch of core cards. You can see I've got 50 copies of wyrmbreath here. So the way you do it is you just click on it, and you need 5 of them, and it'll cost you 20 flux and 0.1 gods for a meteorite to a shadow for a common. And you just hit start fusing, fuse with 20 flux, and it'll put all of those meteorite copies in, and then you hit continue, and it will take you over to a web page. I'm not going to show it, but basically it will ask you to confirm with your wallet that you want to spend those 0.1 gods and use the 5 copies of the card, and you just have to sign a transaction confirming that, and you have to sign a transaction for each card that you're sending over, so in this case 5 of them, after the initial transaction to spend gods, and then you hit finish, and it is being minted by Immutable X, and you can check your history to find it. So we should be able to now click on history, and you can see Wyrmbreath Shadow is here and completed. So we should have, if we click away and click back, since it's completed, I don't see it yet, but we might need multiple copies for it to show up. Yeah, the only ones showing up are the ones that are actually able to be upgraded. So once we get to it, we should see them show up. So we'll go ahead and quickly fuse up some more of these. I have plenty of flux. I was a little bit worried about flux because I've only been playing for a week, but a week is enough to get plenty for fusing up these basic ones. So no worries there. Even if you don't do the daily gauntlet of the gods all that often, if you've been playing for a while, you should have no issues at all getting enough flux to make these cards. And it's just really cool. Obviously, you probably shouldn't be buying. I bought a whole bunch of core cards, and that's probably not something you should be doing right now, because this is not worth it. This is a money-losing proposition. And yeah, another one completed. But I'm doing it because it's kind of cool, and show more. It hasn't removed the ones that I just did yet, so I'll do the next 5. Yeah, you're gonna have to refresh probably between each one to get them to show up properly, but not a big deal to refresh really quickly. So I'll just sign all of these transactions again on my other monitor. Just able to spam right through them, and then close out that window. And then come back over here, and another one completed. So this is going really fast. Clearly they anticipated the volume. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people streaming it right now and doing a whole bunch of them. But we're just going to keep going, and we're going to try and make this gold wyrmbreath for this video. Gold play set of wyrmbreaths. Filthy, filthy mage cards. Let's go. I wanted to get some of the core mage cards because it seems like magic is going to be the meta again for this weekend, and I plan to abuse the heck out of it in weekend ranked along with everybody else, because I don't really want to lose a whole bunch of games in weekend ranked. So I will be abusing it right along with everybody else. I could have sworn I already had 35 before. Didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should only have 30. Right? Those aren't in there. Those are not in the wallet. Alright, it's starting to struggle with the volume, it seems like. So these it's saying are in there, so we'll trust it, I suppose. And continue. And one some more. So this should be number 5, if I'm not mistaken. So when we go over here and switch back, we should have, yep, a shadow. Nice. And then 5 of them for another 20 flux and another 0.1 gods for a common to make a gold. And that just, the gold wyrmbreath looks nice, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and craft the gold. And confirm. Sign, 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 sign. Alright. And now if we go over to the workshop and go over to, well actually I'll go over to the one that actually got cards pulled from it and type in wyrmbreath. We have a gold copy to add to the deck. Very nice. Very nice looking. Alright, and that is shiny crafting. You can, or shiny forging. You can see I've got quite a few cards I'm going to go through and make up to. Most of them I'm only going to shadow. I'm going to get a gold Helion Elite, because I think Helion Elite will look really nice in gold, and most decks that run it only run 1 copy. My Ramp Mage deck only runs 1 copy. I haven't seen a whole lot of them that run 2 copies, so I'm not too worried about it. I'll just run 1 meteorite and 1 gold, I guess, in the ones that do. But prices on a lot of this stuff has gotten kind of insane compared to what they normally are. But Shadow looks really nice on a lot of these, I think. Like, all of the Bolt spells, I think, will look really nice in Shadow. I think the Raving Necromancer will look really nice in Shadow. Having Shadow Ruins pop up, I think that'll be really cool. Like, that's a pretty looking card, and I think having all the Shadow Runes that pop into your hand to play, that'll be really nice. So, that is the basics of Shiny Forging and how you do it. You'll have to make sure your wallet's connected, make sure you have gods, make sure you have flux, and make sure you have the meteorite copies in your possession. And then, of course, you can always, as always, fuse up the core cards with only 2 copies to make a meteorite, as has been the case before. So, that should be fairly nice. I'm going to go ahead and get through all of these tonight, but this has been Shiny Forging. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and or anybody who plays Gods Unchained is probably hard at work fusing up all of their shinies just as I am. So I'm going to hurry up and put this video through and then get back to forging all of my shinies. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.